In a charming village nestled among green hills lived an elderly woman named Martha. Martha was loved for her generous spirit and eagerness to support her fellow villagers. Even though she lived by herself, she never felt isolated because her neighbors frequently visited to seek her advice and share their experiences. In appreciation for her kindness, they gifted her with food and supplies, ensuring she was always well cared for. One crisp autumn morning, Martha decided to head into the nearby woods to gather firewood. As she ventured deeper into the forest, she came across something unusual, an old, large pot half buried beneath the fallen leaves. Curious, Martha brushed away the debris and opened the lid. To her amazement, the pot was brimming with shining gold coins. Her heart raced with excitement as she dreamed of a life filled with luxury and ease. She pictured herself in a grand cottage, resting by a crackling fireplace on a fine velvet chair. Yet there was one issue. The pot was far too heavy for her to lift alone. Determined, Martha quickly crafted a makeshift sled from broken branches and secured a thick cloth around the pot. With considerable effort, she began hauling the heavy treasure toward her home. However, as she tugged the pot along, she noticed something strange. The golden coins inside started to shift in color. After pausing to catch her breath and checking inside, she saw that the brilliant gold had transformed into gleaming silver. Martha felt a slight sting of disappointment, but she quickly reminded herself that silver was still precious. She resumed pulling the pot, comforting herself with thoughts of a cozy new home and evenings by a roaring fire. But as she moved forward, the silver began to dull, slowly turning into rough iron. Martha stopped in her tracks, staring down at the pot with a sinking feeling in her chest. All her dreams of luxury seemed to crumble. Then she closed her eyes, inhaled deeply, and smiled. Martha realized she had been content long before she had found the pot. Her simple, peaceful life surrounded by caring neighbors had been enough. Sitting down on a fallen log, she chose to feel gratitude for what she already had, instead of mourning what she had lost. She thought about her snug little house, the hot meals her neighbors often brought her, and the happiness she found in being there for others. She understood that real happiness wasn't tied to riches, but to the love and community she enjoyed every day. Martha left the pot among the trees and made her way back to her humble home with a light heart. That evening, as she sat by her own modest fireplace in her favorite worn armchair, she felt a deep, lasting warmth inside her, one that no amount of gold could ever replace. Martha continued her days helping her neighbors and accepting their friendship in return. She proved that real wealth lies in inner peace and stayed cheerful no matter what life brought her way. She had truly learned to be joyful in every moment, making her richer than any treasure ever could.